Hello and welcome to part 16 of this build series for the Ryefield Tiger 1. As you can see, we now have a primered Tiger 1. There's not much left to do. There is some work, but we're getting towards the end of the Tiger 1. I still have some details to pick out on the inside of the turret, but for the most part the turret is ready to be finished. So if we have a look at the instructions, last time we completed this stowage box that goes on the back of the turret, which we will add today. I have put horns on these track links, but since I have not painted them yet, I will not be adding these to the turret yet. I want to do all of the camouflage before I add these to the turret. The same thing goes with these two. So basically I will add this storage box, but that's it for step 46. For step 47 we will build up this headlight, but I will not be putting the clear lens in because I have no masking fluid for the glass. So part D37 will not be glued to this assembly quite yet. We can add this bracket and this cable, and then maybe glue it to the front of the Tiger. After that we need to go back to step 26. Excuse me, where I may or may not add these two mud flaps at the end. The wheels I have primered, but they still need to be painted before they can go on, and I also need to paint the inside before I can put the wheels on. The forward drive I have assembled, and this spins, so the wheels or the drive sprocket will be movable. I have also glued these two parts together. Excuse me. But I will put this part on here. I will leave the drive sprocket off until it's painted and the camo is done. These two parts they are just held together with blue tack, but I will glue them later. The wheels again needs painting, so they will not be assembled yet. And then we have a few pieces to go on top. The sledgehammer, the axe, the wood, the wire cutters, they will all be painted and added after the camo is done. But I have circled a few things here that I can add. The hatches I will build up. The mechanism I forgot to cut off the sprue, but we can do that. But I will not be assembling this until afterwards, after I have painted the camouflage, because I want to keep the hatches open. So I will put this together, I will paint the inside, and then I will put them on with blue tack or tape, and then paint the camouflage, and then I will build this up and paint it and add it so the hatches will be open. For step 31 there's more stuff to go on top, which will also be painted and added after camo has been done. except for pieces D41 and 36 that I have glued together, and I can add those before I paint the camouflage. These two pieces I can add before painting the camouflage, and I will build this tube up, which I think is part of the snorkel drive. I may be completely wrong, but that's my guess. It has to do with the fact that the Tiger could drive underwater. They had to seal a few things off in order to do it, and I think this might be a way to get water into the get air to the engine or something. These fenders I will put on with the help of blue tack before I paint the camouflage, but they will not be glued on. And then that's it for this Tiger. So a few things to build up, but after that it's painting the camouflage before we continue. I also have to finish the tracks. I have built 90 pieces of these tracks from the Quick Link set that I purchased, so I need to add the last 5 or 6 pieces, but I will do that off cam and paint it up so it's ready for installation once the camo is done. So let's get to building. Excuse me, I have a terrible cough and it's been going on for a couple of weeks now, and I don't know how to get rid of it, but hopefully I will be able to edit out my coughing attacks. So let's get to it. So we have part D39, which is this one, and I will use a little bit of blue tack to put the piece on so it's easier to hold. It's something I saw one of the builders I'm following doing. He had a small jar. I don't need a stick. It would maybe be easier to use just an upside down paint bottle. Now I can hold this and twist it as much as I want. So this one needs to go like this, with the light facing forwards. Yeah, it's a tight fit, but maybe we skip the idea of the blue tack for now. Yeah, it needs to be this way, not the other way around. So let's add some glue there. And all of a sudden this fits much better. And we put it on fairly straight. Like that. And then this part won't be glued in. We just add it like that, or not. So that's that part. Then we have this photo etch bracket that I've primered. And we need a little bit of CA glue. There we go, that's a bit better. And then we need this wire. And we need to clean up the connection. Use the cutters to get that off like that. So now we put a little bit of glue here. And the contact point is so tiny. And of course the glue went off. Maybe I should glue this one on before I add the cable. So let's get the CA again. Then we try to install this. Like that. And the gun barrel is in the way. There we go, hopefully that will stay in place now. So now we try to add this again. And now I realize that if I want to be able to open this hatch, I cannot glue those two parts together. So what do we do then? How about we put that like that? But we also have a part to put on there. How will that interfere? It's this one, I think. Yeah. So let's get this off for now. We had some glue there. Put that one on there. Then we try again with this one. Maybe I can glue it to there. And then we add a bit of glue here. And then we leave it, and hopefully we should be able to, no. So let's see if this works instead. Now we definitely leave it. So we add Z49, which is this ginormous piece, and it needs to go in the hole next to this. And it needs to be facing this way. Like so. This one needs to be attached to that one. And this must be where B60 goes. And we need that for let's get this piece up over here. Unfortunately that part didn't go far. So let's see. That one is supposed to be like this. And there's one locating pin there and there. So that's where that one goes. And then we have this CPE bracket that needs to be so that one goes like that. So I might as well glue it in place now. I was thinking about leaving it off until I have painted the tool, but I think I will actually glue it on. There we are. So I will leave this for as it is for now, and I will add that once it's been painted. I will glue it on here. So next we have the D42s, which are these two lids. And apparently I need 4 of these. So let's get 2 more. off of here. So let's clean this up a little here. Fortunately, these are fairly easy to clean up. There we go. So now we add these. That's one. Not that way. There we go. That's those attached, and then we have B67. Which is supposed to go there, but the holes doesn't seem to be big enough. So we use the good old scalpel drill to see if we can no, it fits like that. Let's put the glue on this piece instead. I don't want to use the glue to run down the holes and get underneath the tape that I put on the back. I've taped this area off so I can spray this without spraying the color into the engine room and ruining all the paintwork I've done there. So that's that. So next up is the two hatches, and again I'm not putting the glass piece onto these ones because I don't want to just need to move this tiny PE part to my box of excuse me. I moved the PE part into the plastic box for storage, since it's about 1 millimeter squared, and I don't want to lose it. So let's see, we put another this on here. Like that. There we go, and then on the back we need to put the handle facing that way. Doesn't seem right. It actually seems like it's going this way. There it goes. So that's one hatch. Or one handle. And then this one goes on. Like that. So that's the handle done for both hatches. And they go one there and one there. I will tape those down before I start doing the masking and stuff, but we can check this one off, this one off, these ones off, and that one off. And this is a bit strange because it only says D42 and it shows it goes here, but you also need to put one here, and one here. So why it does not say 4 times D42, I don't know. But you have a D42 going here, here and here as well. And we've done this part, and these two parts. These I will build up later. And then finally we have, not finally, because we have a few more pieces to put on here. We need to put this tiny antenna-like thing. There. Here I just added a couple of wing nuts. I don't know if you can see it. Oops, one is almost broken off. Let's see if we can adjust this one. These are so tiny. Here it comes around. don't know if you can see that, but there are 2 wing nuts that you have to add. Maybe if I take this one off it will focus a little better, but those 2 tiny wing nuts you have to add. And this is also one of those parts that I will add once I've done the camo painting. So that's step 31, and then for 32 we have this part that is held in by the tape, and I need to add the cover. Oops. So let's see if we can get the one. Yeah. So we add a bit of glue here, and oh yeah, it has a square side that needs to line up. It should go on. I basically just had the pot sitting there. Now it won't go back. Maybe because I'm not holding it the right way. There we go. So let's glue it down. And then finally we have this. Excuse me. We have this hatch going on top of here. Like that. And we'll glue that one in place. Like so. So that's that part taken care of. Those 2 are in, and then finally we have these 2 parts. And that will go together. And I'll try to do these in sections so I can get the parts to line up nicely. Or at least try to get them to line up nicely. There we go. do some seam work on this one later before I try to add it. This could actually be a fuel pipe, because I get fuel goes here, and I don't know. I still have no clue for what this is, and I don't really care. Let's see. Hopefully this will not ruin my... Oops. I will have to check that later. But this will sit here, kind of like that. And hopefully I have not made a mistake, because we have this piece and another one. This piece. They need to sit here and here, and they will attach to the underside here. They will sit like this. One there and one here. And my hope is that I can glue these on to here and then still be able to slide this one in like so. So I can display the Tiger either fully closed up, or I can remove the top of the turret, and I can also remove this part and display it kind of like that. So you can see the entire interior of the Tiger, you can see the inside of the turret, and this hatch will be put in an open position, and maybe I'll flip this over, or I'll leave it like this. But that is my intention for how to display this Tiger once it's completed. I may or may not have this part glued on to here. So I take the entire front off, that way you can see the gearbox and radio operator seat and everything. But that is to be determined later on. For now I'll leave it attached like this. And we slide this one on like that. So anyhow, that's been close to 1 hour of video with very little work done. I will prime this up and I will put down the camo, and then I'll see you back in the next one. And yeah, before we go, we might just as well install this part here that I've said I'd glue on. Take the top off so we can put a little bit of glue here as well. just put the drop here and the drop underneath there, and we hold it for a couple of seconds. There we go, that's that one attached. Then we can just slide this underneath and push it down. Now we push this back. Anyhow, I hope you have a great day and a great week, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. I forgot to say thank you to all my subscribers, new and existing, and without you this channel would not be what it is today, so thank you very much. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a great week, and I hope to see you back for the next one. Bye bye.